Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales, and this is just a quick video to add to the last video that I have put up, and it's just about the woman downstairs who has also been tampering with my air. So I'm protecting myself against what she's doing. And St George Community Housing, you need to do something about this woman immediately. I spoke on the last video about how St George Community Housing has placed an illegal camera in my home, and they have been paying the two neighbours downstairs to try and abuse me to death, to stalk me relentlessly and abuse the air in my home and abuse me in other ways as well, psychologically and physically, because these people are tampering with my air and they're actually carrying out the abuse to deliberately try and make my heart race, to provoke me, and to try and cause me panic. And these two people are absolutely addicted, and they are both mentally disturbed people who enjoy cruelty, and they enjoy that power that they have over me, or they think they have over me. But that's why she's tampering with my air, because she's trying to provoke me. They're trying to get me kicked out of my house. Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense. I mean, I'm a very good tenant. I pay my rent every week and I don't bother anybody. But I'm being deliberately provoked by these two people downstairs. They're trying to make me angry. They're trying to make my heart race so that I have panic attacks. I mean, they're tampering with my air. Naturally, it's going to cause me to get angry and panic. On top of that, I have PTSD, severe PTSD, so they know this as well. And these people do not stop stalking me. It's all they do. And what possesses these people to think that they actually have the right to tamper with a person's oxygen in their home is just beyond me. It really is. These are both mature aged people. This woman and this man downstairs, they stalk me all day. They lurk over me through the night. They watch me on camera. They watch everything I do. They watch everywhere I go on the tracker that's on my car. They watch everything I buy. There's nothing these people don't watch about me, okay, because they have full access of being able to view all of my business and what I do. That's because St George Community Housing and the justice system have teamed up to put me through this abuse, which I spoke about on the last video. I'm not going to go into it all now, but I just want to say again, though, that every time this woman tampers with my air, it is attempted murder, okay, because she's deliberately stalking me, hunting me in my home based on my movements. That's how they both carry out abuse, based on what I'm doing in my home. She's tampering with the oxygen I'm trying to breathe in my home, sending this dust through. She's been doing it for 8 months now. So's he. Even when he sends smoke through, he's sending dust through as well, because their range hoods have been rigged so that everything gets diverted through into my home. So she's stalking me around my movements. She never stops. Then she's carrying out the abuse, and then she's watching my reaction to the abuse, deliberately trying to provoke me to either have a mental health breakdown, to provoke me to tell her off or something like that so she can call the police, or she's trying to make my heart race so much that I have a physical health episode. So it is physical abuse, because she's affecting my lungs with this dust she's sending through. I don't know what this dust is. And she's also affecting, both of them, they're affecting my heartbeat, because every time they carry out abuse, naturally, I'm angry. They're tampering with my air. Anyone would be. over and over again. And yeah, what possesses these people to think that that's okay? And St. George Community Housing, what possesses you to think that that's okay? And you know, the more I talk about it on this channel, the more crazy you people look for even doing something like that in the first place. But see, these two downstairs, they're mentally disturbed and they're addicted. They do nothing else. And then the Campbelltown police have been stalking me non-stop also. And every time these two, and they're doing it to deliberately encourage these two mentally disturbed people. And they're also doing it, you know, just to let me know that there's no help here. I can't go to the law here in Campbelltown because there is no law when I'm concerned, because this is all a part of a police cover-up. And they constantly stalk me, the police, to encourage these neighbours to abuse me and to try and cause me to panic as well. And they're also watching my heart on the monitor. All of these people, as they inflict abuse, they're watching my heart on a monitor. They're watching me panic. They're watching me get angry. They're seeing my reaction. They're getting a kick out of it. And that's attempted murder. Every time they do that, it is attempted murder, because I have severe PTSD. I have a fast heart rate as it is. And they're trying to deliberately cause me a heart attack or a stroke. Any way they can. These people are absolutely desperate. I just went out onto my veranda to water my plants and I was stalked by a work car, and it was a work ute. And they make sure when they stalk me that they stalk in loud, fuel-guzzling cars, like cars that are really loud. That's what I left off the last video as well. It doesn't matter where I am, whether I'm out or in my home, they try to create as much noise in the vicinity of where I am as they possibly can, just to try and get my stress levels up. So I just went out on my veranda and they sent this car past, and it was very loud, and that person stalked me. They did. They knew I went out onto my veranda. And this is how aggressively these people are, and this is how desperate they are right now. These people are absolutely desperate. The Campbelltown police are desperate. You can tell. It shows. You know, these people are showing themselves. They're not only showing their true colours, they're showing me how desperate they are and just how much I'm in the right here, because of how desperate they are to try and cause me a mental or a physical health episode. So St. George Community Housing, you better do something about these two people downstairs, because I'm not putting up with my air being tampered. I'm not. This woman thinks it's a game. She thinks she's entitled. She does. She thinks she's entitled to abuse me because you've let this go on for so long, and she's smug. So's he. They're both smug. They're both smug. They're both power. These two people are both obsessed with having that power over me. They enjoy it, it's narcissist behavior. It is. And they're so cruel. They, there's been times when I have begged this woman, I have pleaded with her to stop tampering with my air, especially when she was sending the smells through. It was absolute torture. St. George Community Housing turned my home into a torture chamber. They did, when they gave these two the access to abusing the air in my home and affecting the atmosphere. So she was sending foul smells through for months and months, and it was so bad, and it was torture. And it was like she'd been coached on how to torture. It really was, the way she was doing it, because she would turn the torture up, like turn the smell up so that it'd come through to my house very strong, and then she would turn it down for a minute, and then she would turn it back up again, then she would turn it down. And this is what she's doing right now, and she's probably been told from doctors or whatever, yeah, that's what'll give her the heart attack. If you just keep sending her heart rate up and down, up and down, up and down, it'll eventually wear out and she'll have a heart attack or a stroke, because that's what they're trying to do. Anything to avoid accountability. So St. George Community Housing, every time your tenants do something to affect my air, it is attempted murder. Every time these people try and provoke me in any way, it is. Because they're trying to provoke me to panic. They're trying to get an angry reaction out of me. She must be delusional, this woman, if she thinks I'm getting kicked out of my house. Look what she's doing. She's viewing me illegally in my home. She's viewing my devices. She's tracking my vehicle and she's controlling the air. And she wants to get me kicked out and I don't bother anyone. She's delusional. And if her family are listening, do something about her, please. Because she's not stopping. St. George Community Housing, do something about both of these people immediately. Zero tolerance. Why are they still tampering with my air? Why are they still got the ability to watch me on an illegal camera? Why do these people that are stalking my house still have the ability to watch me on an illegal camera that's in my home, St. George? Why? I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people asking you that question in the very near future. Do something about her, because she's not only getting a kick out of watching me and carrying out abuse around my movements, she's getting a kick out of watching me clean it up. She's very sick, this woman. Very sick. It's humiliating. It's humiliating and it's degrading, because she's getting away with it and they're both smug. And then she gets to watch me clean up what she's caused. So not only has she's been able to affect my heart rate, that's violation. That's being violated severely. Not only are you violating my privacy, bitch, you're violating my heart physically. You're violating my home and you're going to jail for invading my privacy for the past 19 months and viewing my devices illegally and putting me through repeated violent harassment day in, day out. You're going to jail when you're caught. And every time you do this, you just make me more determined. You do. So, yeah, I've just checked my house and I went out for a little while earlier and I think she's probably had the dust on the whole time I was out. That's what they do too when I go out. They turn the fans on. They'll send nicotine through as much as they can. They're just disgusting, seriously. It's hard to believe these are mature age people. It really is. So thank you for listening. And, she's never going to get the reaction she wants, because that's why I created this channel, to protect myself. If anyone can help me here legally, please help me, because there's no law here in Campbelltown to turn to. They're encouraging it. They encourage these people. They want, and I thought about it too, and, the first time today it kind of dawned on me, that because this monitor is in my body and they can monitor my vital signs, they would have known if I passed away. That's what they've been waiting for. And then they would have just left me in my home for a few days and made sure that it looked accidental. That's what they would have done. So that's why I've had to create this channel, to save my life. They were going to gas me to death. They were, until I created this channel. That's why they rigged the range hoods over their stoves. Not only so that they could send foul smells through from their stove from heating up things, so that they could send raw gas through. And this woman downstairs, she's that mentally disturbed. She's actually sent raw gas through. She has several times. So, yeah, I have no idea what possesses her to think that she has the right to tamper with the oxygen in my home. But every time she does it, I'm going to be creating a video. St George Community Housing, zero tolerance, zero tolerance. Get these cameras out of my home immediately and fix these range hoods. Or move me completely and then be held accountable. Because I'm not moving, I'm not putting in for a transfer like you want me to so you can just get rid of me until these neighbours are held accountable for the extreme abuse I've been put through here and how they have violated me and my home. And you, St George Community Housing, do something about them. Thank you for listening.